I can't say anything else than that. We are calling in all the angels, and we're going to be doing some prayers today too. I will be so grateful if everyone who comes across this is able to send some good energy, vibration, well wishes, any of those kinds of things to my father, who is working through his healing miracle right now as we speak. So I want to call in Archangel Michael, who is our guide, sword of truth, and our protector. Archangel Gabriel for wisdom and strength as we walk our path and navigate through life. Archangel Raphael doing the heavy lifting, healing body, heart, mind, and soul. Of course, where there is more than one person, the spectacular energy of Jesus Christ is there as well, especially wonderful for healing miracles and making the case to higher ups on your behalf as well. Whew. I'm so grateful to be in this space right now. I want to open with a prayer for all those who are looking for healing. Thank you for the ability to come here in this space together, share energy and compassion in this space. Thank you for the healing miracles we see in our lives. Thank you for holding us dear. And I know this is something I need to work out because I just got some information that kind of confirmed how I was feeling earlier this morning of like heavy weight, like not able to like fully breathe, feeling like a little out of breath. And what we need to do for that, this is work from our solar plexus, heart chakra, and throat chakra. This is the stone that I see, blue calcite, as my throat chakra here. And it is with celestial energy turning into soft flowing water. Easy to be able to share, speak, and breathe. Hi everybody. Thank you for coming into this space. We're really working today, praying. That's what we're doing. We're praying for healing. We're praying for healing for ourselves, for others, for everyone that needs it. That's what we are here for. Hi Rani, I'm doing really good. Thank you so much. I'm here to just kind of be in this space and energy of miraculous healing. Yes, like it. I've experienced it. My father has experienced it. My father now needs a little more like experience. Thank you so much. Thanks. So the next one is the heart chakra. The heart chakra. He got his heart transplant. The heart chakra is so important. It's working so well. It brings together the material world and the celestial world. This is like where your lower chakras meet your higher chakras, and that's like what's presented out into your world. So having an amazing heart chakra, yes. Having it open, being like soft but strong, right? That's so important. And then the solar plexus chakra. This is the one that's like, that's you, physical you. Thanks, Rani. If you want, I can pull a couple of cards for you. Thanks for subscribing. This is what I'm getting. And I've heard this message a little bit before, so I know that this is for me, but also, you know, we're all here for some reason. I need to be working on breath exercises, especially ones that strengthen the diaphragm and stimulate the solar plexus chakra, and that's what's going to be. Hey, Barry, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. I'm glad you're here. We are here today resting in that beautiful vibration of miraculous healing. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Thanks, Rani. Okay. I don't know who this message is for, but I'm just getting it out here. Someone feels like they're being taken away from something. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, I'll give you a little read too if you want. Otherwise, that's okay. You can put it in the chat, or you don't even have to ask the question out loud. Just let me know. And you don't even have to say anything. I'm just going to read cards. You can take whatever resonates with you too. So, something's being pulled away from you. You're being pulled away from something. Something that maybe you were growing or desiring. I don't think it's necessarily in this case like mother and child. It's just that feeling of being torn away. And this is the very next one. Six of Swords. Thanks, Ronnie. This is like being torn away. You're going on, right? It's maybe not where you want to go to, but the message is to take the lessons that you learned before this happened, right? You're even here like trying to think about new things, but you are like, look at this. That's how it came out. It's looking back on what's happened. This happy face. I am reading energy in this space. I can do it without the tarot cards. It's being open to guidance from source. That's all we are doing here. It's packaged in a nice placebo of tarot cards, but yeah, no worries. This is an end of a cycle, which makes sense. We're in eclipse season. Lots of things are changing. Big energies. Stay like rested and hydrated. Where did I get these cards? I think I bought these ones specifically for using with YouTube because I drew on them so they'd be acceptable to the algorithms. I have a few other sets. Some of them are oracle cards. Some of them are only cards I use for myself. I have a very beloved set of cards that I used to read with a friend that has since passed away, and it's just amazing to still be able to have that energetic connection with him beyond that. Ending of cycles, and like here's what's coming forward, right? It's this new thing that you're looking, that you're feeling like, hey, I think I could like this. Hey, maybe this is the new thing that comes after that, right? And that's what you're doing right now. This is like assessing what you've got. This whole thing reads like a pivot, right? Like a career pivot. It doesn't necessarily feel like family-wise, more like what you thought you were going to be doing isn't what you're going to be doing, or even what you love to do isn't what you're going to be doing anymore, but that's okay because we learn to love new things, or we do the things we love with all of our extra time. Barry. Okay, you're next, and then Ronnie, okay? And then however, this is a gift that I have remembered about myself, and as gifts are freely given, so I freely share them. Just being in here is sharing energetic space, and we are outside of a 3D realm right now, just so you know, because I'm pretty sure we're not all in the same space. And I know there's people who watch this later, so we're not all at the same time. But we are, because the energy's all here now. because this is 5D space. It feels good. I'm so glad I got to come here right now. Whew. There was a, what do I want to say, like a big request on my heart. Ronnie. Barry first. Thanks, Barry. This is like my desk, my partner's desk, hooked to the living room space. We live in New York, so like it's a bit open space. I'm very fortunate. 3 bedrooms, which is good because 2 kids. And yeah, I think the only complaint I ever had was sometimes I wish I had another bathroom, but I wasn't about to double my rent for another bathroom. All right, Barry, what does Barry need to know? What are the... You're here for a reason. What's the reason, Barry? What do you want to know? Barry. All right. There's big energies happening right now for you. Yes. I live just outside New York City, just like right across the river. So if you're ever in the area, I know the best like non-tourist ways to see a lot of the city, which is awesome because you get to see things that you would normally see if you're, you know, in a tourist group. So Barry, it seems like you're getting in a rhythm about something you're making or creating or doing in the material world. You're either the one doing the teaching or you are the one who is learning the lessons. And the reason why I say it could be either or is because the very next one is like the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like if you were in a position of authority, now kind of you're in a position of learning, right? Something new, something different. Or you're in the position of learning and now things are changing. And how things are changing is this. And we're just going to talk about this for a minute. That sometimes the path is not easy and that's not great, but there are lessons there that will assist you in reaching your true fulfillment, wish, desires. 9 of Cups is self-satisfaction. It's like wish fulfillment, getting everything you want. I always dreamed of going there. It's really cool. Like I moved here to go to school. I grew up in Oregon. So for me, it was like, oh my God, I'm 18 in New York City. That was a crazy time. It was fun. I didn't sleep much, partied a lot. New York is great for that. Yeah, I know. I'm so lucky. I've had a lot of journeys. And I'm so grateful for that. So in the Wheel of Fortune turning, you know, we always say this too shall pass, right? So even the good times, they will transition to the more or less desirable times. And sometimes things are in your path and you think it's the wrong path because it feels tough. That's amazing, G Unit. We know why you're here now. We know why you're here now. I know, that might not be true either, because a lot of times I say things that I think and then I'm like, wait, that's a limiting belief. That's not something that has to be true in our reality. So instead of thinking of this as some kind of like difficulty, it's almost like the difficulty in project work with additional people. Some people are going to have different ideas of what it is. This is what it's telling me too. What you have coming for you is not to be told to others. You don't need anyone else's validation for this, because they're just going to like confuse you or tell you da 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 da, right? Which will lead to heartbreak. Heartbreak, because this is the kind of thing that can ruin friendships, right? Like you tell someone who's a really great friend that you want to do this, and then they're doubting you, and then you doubt yourself, and then you blame them for, you know what I'm saying? Ronnie, you're next. This is Barry. And then this is the next thing, right? So you take this knowledge, right? You don't need to share it. Maybe you tell them one or two things, but you certainly don't need to go into all of it, because people might love you, but they might not see the fullness of like your potential, your being. They might not accept that that's your wish fulfillment. It's not for them. It's for you. I love that for you, Barry. Ronnie, you're next, right? You liked or subscribed, right, Ronnie? Ronnie, we're doing jumping cards for your question. What will help Ronnie today? What will help Ronnie on his way? Do I need to see that card first? I feel that. Ronnie, this is for you. Rest. Meditation. Bye, Barry. I hope that was good for you. Thanks for being here and sharing the energy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's true what you said. I believe you. When I was very young, I have memories of being like about 2 and a little bit older. I would sing to the angels and cry because they felt so far away. Yep. And who's you guys? So Barry, no, Ronnie. So sorry, guys. It probably applies to Barry too, right? Everything right time, right place, every time, right? Right time, right place, every time. This was the bottom of the deck too, Ronnie. This is a period of rest. I want to say it's like the void. And while, yes, there's not necessarily growth, what does it mean about you though? That's the perfect question to ask the cards. So like or subscribe and you are the next one. Like seriously. Because I could listen, but sometimes it's, especially being able to interact with people, it's helpful to use the cards rather than strictly channeling, but whatever, that's just my limitation today. But I'm giving it myself, which is dumb, and you shouldn't do it either. When someone says no, you be saying why not? And why is this a rest period? Because you are, right, ready to receive. This is a time. You might get a lot of answers when you are meditating and resting. This is on the bottom of the deck. And I just heard my friend, whose other deck I use, who's no longer with us in physical. Yes, we'll do it right next. This could be about, it's leaving something emotionally behind, but specifically in my friend's case, it was always about drinking less alcohol. Ronnie, what else is there? I feel like there's just a couple more, and then G-Unit, you are next. G-Unit! Okay. So Ronnie, we saw these, right? Rest and like abundance, fruitfulness, wisdom, knowledge. So much stuff is contained with the Empress energy. And she is not out there plowing the fields. No, she is not, right? Right? So this period of void that you are feeling and time for rest and meditation, right? Things are being transmuted and lined up for you on your path, right? Things are happening in the background energetically. Just trust. And also temperance, again, is that idea of, since the Eight of Cups was here, to regulate, things that aren't healthy for you, whether that's drinking or something else is fine, right? There's something that you're holding on to a lot physically. Maybe this is something you feel like you need to have to be some kind of way. Also very much like the changes you're seeing and that feeling of the Empress, it's all to support this feeling of security in the material world. And at the end, you are, as the King of Wands, right? You have a strong foundation, you are protected, and you know what actions to take, and those actions lead to fruitful outcomes. Boom, boom. All right, G-Unit. You are next. And Ronnie, if you want to do a little more in your hair, that's okay too. I feel like there's probably something else in there. What does G-Unit's unique birthmarks mean? I already saw a card, but let's see if it comes out. I like confirmation too, right? That's an interesting first card. You're welcome, Ronnie. Let's figure out what G-Unit's got going on here and what it all means all together, and then we will circle back around. Anyone else who is still here? 21:21 on the clock. I love it. Okay, G-Unit. This was the first card. You're not the only person with those kind of marks. Looks like there's a couple other people, and you guys are supposed to be doing something together here in the material world. You are also a teacher. You have knowledge beyond your years of wisdom, right? Multiple lifetimes. You're in charge of where you go. You know where you want to go. This is like divinely guided or having wisdom of things beyond the 3D material realm. The idea also of like balancing the light and the dark. The next one is the sun, right? This is like what these marks mean. This is what it's telling you. They're like blessings from past lives and knowledge and given to you by higher entities, right? That's all I can say about that. To guide you on your journey, right? And it's like the sun. It's like, it's a mark of joy in your life and fulfillment. Having enough and some to share. Where did I get my smile? That's probably from my mom. Maybe. And my orthodontist. Yes, and the only reason you're not seeing them now, you still can see them now. It's just that we've been indoctrinated in this society that those things don't exist. Right? That's not possible. It's not real. It's just your imagination. Well, our imagination is also another dimension. Sorry. And it's somewhere between the, like, 4th and 5th, I would say, or maybe even the 5th and 7th. It could be the 6th. I have to think about that more. Because it's infinite and it's all contained in a, what do I want to say, like a singular space, right? This is where fractals come in. I'm going left right now. That fractals have a set, what is it called? Like area, circumference, distance around the shape, but infinite surface area. I think it's something like that. You can just look up fractals. basically it's not in the 3D and it's not like in the 2D, it's somewhere in between. And I feel like that's what happens in our brains, right? We have a set capacity, right, of our skull, and our brains have like a set weight, set number of neurons, all that kind of stuff. Yet we have infinite imagination, yet we can create anything we think of. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why it's important to keep, just like, be cognizant of your thoughts and the things that you said. And it's okay to say things and be like, whoops, nope, that's not what I want to say. Here's what I want to say going forward. Because the stories we tell ourselves is what and who we believe we are. Okay, there's a lot coming out there. Hold on. Someone just need to get your Queen card. Wasn't that the King of Wands? Isn't that what you had, Ronnie? I kind of remember that one. But also, not everything I say and interpret here is like... Okay, what I need to say is not my false belief, which is that when I'm providing guidance and answers, I'm always able to easily remember things and how they fit together, and it helps me deliver better messages. The end. Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure all this kind of stuff is genetic, too. And it doesn't really suit people who want to rule and maintain the status quo. So, yeah, let's just say that. So a bunch of these cards fell out. These were the 3 I tried to grab, and then some more fell out. The bottom of the deck is this feeling of taking actions that get you up on a higher ground. Whatever happened for a reason. Isn't that true about everything? Sometimes the tough things happen for a reason. Yeah, we don't have to say that, right? We could say something more positive. Like, we learn our lessons quickly and easily and succeed beyond our wildest dreams. And it starts with a Knight of Pentacles. It's like you see something that could be something. Is it what you really want? Is it what you're looking for, right? Because it looks like what you're looking for is this feeling again. Either someone to show you, or, and this is wild too, it's like 3 people here, 3 people here. It's like a way to teach people how to be happy, or celebrating, or becoming the expert on whatever kind of party it is, like a wedding or something like that. All these different kinds of parties. Okay, then this is a stack that fell out, right? So the world is here again, like closing end of cycles, but also opening new opportunities portal. Next one, Queen of Cups. This is, I want to say like eye on the prize, but also like a caution to like mind your emotions and don't pin your emotional state to anything in the physical world, and also to just kind of be okay going with flow, right? It's that idea that's like, not every, okay, this is what I'll say. Sometimes, as people residing in 3D bodies, we do 3D stuff, right? And the 3D stuff can sometimes, like, what do I want to say? Like, make it tougher to access certain areas of your emotionality. The other thing that is coming in here too, besides managing the emotions, is your shadow self, right? Integrating your shadow self, your light self, knowing what things make you feel some kind of way and why, and then trying to integrate that portion of you. So even if it's something like, you know, there was a period in your life where things were not going the way that you wanted them to, and sometimes people then put that on themselves as like, I am some kind of way because I didn't achieve X, Y, or Z. That's the part that needs healed and integrated. You're enough just like you are. You don't have to do anything. Perfect time to say, firmly believe with my whole heart and will profess it every chance I get. It is our divine right, being born on this planet just like every other animal, insect, plant, to have access to clean food, clean water, clean air, a safe place to be, right? Like the minimal requirements of life. And if those have been trampled on, which we know they have, then it's feeling like things can be read in multiple ways. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's what you wanted, Ronnie. Okay. Yep. Okay. This one came out and I started reading from this side, but then I realized, like, oh no, it's the other side. So both are true. Both are true. This is like starting something new. You've done the Two of Wands like assessment for the pivot. Now you're looking how to progress that. And it can feel like a lot of work. Maybe you've tried something similar in the past and it was difficult, or you didn't get what you wanted out of it. You're like, why do I have to do this again? And it's like 2 9s. That's a lot of big energy that hasn't actually come to the close, which we will get to. So you're sitting here like, I don't know, I've done this, I've done that, I'm worried, I don't think this is turning out the right way. There is divine inspiration. Wands are always about action, so even if it's something ridiculous like, oh, I should switch lanes when I'm driving, or oh, I should take that exit, anything like that, all of those little things are intuition. When you start listening to them, either you're going to get confirmation and the voices are going to get louder, right? So that you're able to use your intuition more to more easily guide you on the path. It's more like a flow state instead of like a struggle, right? Trying to find balance in the material world, especially the ups and downs of emotions and emotional states. And how you deal with that is to integrate your shadow self. We talked about this a little bit already. And then getting your emotions in check. Working on your shadow self is going to help you get your emotions in check. You're going to understand why you feel certain ways about certain things, and the cycle is coming to the end. Thank you very much for your patience. Ronnie, yes. Ronnie's partner. Ronnie's future partner. What do they need to know to help them identify their future partner? Alright, this is jumping again too. Ronnie, I don't know what it is, but for you, jumping cards always. This feels like someone who's already been in a relationship. Or this is you feeling like you have tried so many people. They're not the right ones. There's breakups. There's feelings of lack. Not having what you need to achieve the goal. But this is the outcome. So what I would say is, let's get another couple of cards, because I really feel like The first three were talking about you and your state in this. And then, oof, the devil's on the bottom of the deck. So that's also kind of like, okay, please don't shoot the messenger. Why are you stuck on an idea that you need to have a partner? Why is this the thing that feels like is missing? It's almost like you, like there's an addiction or a great need to find the other person, but that's not, I don't want to say that's not how you find them. How do they find them? Okay, they're on their own path. You need to go on your own path, right? Sometimes the ones that are right for us, we're not quite right for yet. Yep, somebody's leaving something behind. Okay, yep, here it is. So I was right with the other one, that there is the person that you are searching for and that's also searching for you has left something behind. This is someone who's had heartbreak, so they could have even been married in the past or recently like broken up. Could be part of the reason they broke up was a partner's drinking, but the outcome, okay, there was 3 cards for you, Ronnie. These were the 3 cards for you. Feeling like this, unsure about that, where are they, do they exist? But then the 4th card for you is this one, like success, of course. Then the 3 for the partner is like they're searching, they're out there, but also now they're on their own. So either they're also looking or they're on their own after a relationship. And they're learning, like either someone walked away from them or they walked away from someone. And even if they walked away from someone, there's still heartache there for them. But the outcome for the 4th card for her is this one, or for him, them, is the 4 of Wands, which is like reaching the goal of fulfillment, happiness. You see there's abundance, there's 2 people together, there's a house in the background. It'll happen for you, Ronnie. Don't try to force it, because that's when people can take advantage. That's what I'll say with that. Gee, I'm glad that made sense. Because to me, what you're telling me, it's like it feels like Earth Angel, or your last life was on another planet. Because those exist too, y'all. The universe is infinite. Everything exists. And most of everything is what? Nothing! Most of everything is the space between the possibility of where an electron will be and the nucleus of the atom. And that space is where you make the magic. Oof. I'm sorry. Alright. I just got these 2. We need to pray for whoever is feeling this energy. There's this energy of grief and loss. These were the 2 cards, right? It's emotional grief. It's loss. It's being torn from something that you didn't want to be taken away from. And so in situations like this, I'll always pray. Archangel Raphael is here with healing for us, and this is healing of the heart that needs done. It's like feeling that you can't move on, and it was something that was shocking that happened. Either someone passed or something ended quickly, and all I can say to that is be gentle with yourself, be compassionate, pray for the strength and the joy and the capacity to feel the grief and then let it go, to see the other things that are available, and that there is still a path, there's more road, there's more to be learned, there's more to feel and do. The devil meaning, for me, the devil meaning for you was more like you're very tied to the idea of needing another person. Yeah. Could also be that that's what's keeping, sometimes this is what keeps 2 people apart, is that they're supposed to be together, but they haven't learned the lessons yet that they need to learn to bring them into vibrational coherence to be together. That's hilarious, Adam. I love that for you. Ooh. Alright, I'm just gonna say it. Who in here is a Gemini? Because I just saw the Lover's card. And right after Adam got here, so I'm wondering. Adam, are you a Gemini? You're not Adam, you're Kevin. Is there an Adam? Or are you just Kevin playing Adam? Thank you so much for being here and writing in the chats. Like, I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Adam, is there any questions you have? I can use the tarot cards and see if there's anything good. I feel like there's something that we need to do, though. Kevin. Everybody in here, we are just gonna cleanse this energy just a bit. Gotta do my crown chakra. That's where the messages come from, people. Open and ready to receive. This feels like, okay, is Emmanuel into me? All right, love, just 1 second. Please, yes, like or subscribe. That's all I ask. This is like, you should be doing something else, but really, your thoughts are just so of the past. You're not looking forward. And the solution to that is the Page of Wands, which is someone who's ooh, I'm inspired. I've had this kind of thing whispered to me about what I should do, some inspired action, and then taking it. That's how you get out of that constant look at the past. All right, love. All right, this is gonna be 3 cards. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. All 3 of them. It's a portal, new opening, right? Any kind of new thing would be there, including new relationships. This is success, achievement. This can even be him making that offering, right? You're asking if he's into you. You'll know soon. No problem. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Girl, guy, you, love. That's, yep. I love that for you. I love that for you. Okay, G unit. Okay, here's what I'll share with you, G unit. You are still in this place of, and I get guilty of it too, looking to other people for answers or validation of, is this really me? Am I really that person? The only one who can say that is you. Thank you. Right? 3 cards, boom, boom. Future partner will come from outside or your region just for fun. Life is supposed to be fun. It's all for fun here. It's all for fun here. Miracles happen in the fun, in the joy. You're welcome, love B. Where's the future partner going to come from? Ronnie again. No, that's too many. Sorry. Hold on here. All right. Where's Ronnie's partner coming from? Okay, so I'm just going to ask you things about your area or region to see if that's going to give us any hints based on the card. that I got so far. Ooh, okay, I'll do 5 Spirit, sure. This was in one of the first piles where they all fell out. So at this point, it's like, I said what I said, right? All right. Here's where we go. That was what Spirit said to me, not to you. So is there any places that are like very windy? Otherwise, this is something coming really quickly. And also, if you notice, like, the wind is going that way, but the Knight of Swords is going the other way, so it can also be, like, I don't know, against the grain. I feel like, okay, look, you see how there's a globe there? It feels like it's not someone from close by. But it's definitely like good vibes, for sure. Yep, look at here. This is the second love card next to the Lovers, right? Cups are emotions, offering to each other, intertwining and protected, divine, like, not just divine protection, but like divine approval. And then the very next one is grief. And the one after that is the Six of Pentacles, being like choosing where to give your material possessions, time, and energy. Sorry, 1 second.
So, on 6 or 7?
Yeah. Working on getting dinner together. All right. I feel like there's more to be said in this spot, but it feels like it's someone from far away. This now is telling me, like, it might be a friend of a friend, Ronnie. And what's the other thing? Let's see. Adam, yeah, just 1 second. Adam, is this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I mean, Kevin, right? I mean, wait, now what's your name? That's hilarious, Adam. Thank you for the levity you bring into this situation. Because nothing is more vibrationally healing than laughter, joy, and absurdity. 100%. I did get to go see the Mona Lisa last year. I went to the Louvre in Paris. And I'm telling off that I didn't even have to go in the room. I could see over everybody's head and just look anyway and didn't have to go into that big crowded room. Okay. So the feelings of grief and feeling like you're not sure who to give to, or you're making decisions about where your time and energy, things in the 3D world, material possessions you have is going, right? This is the stuff that gets you to the King of Cups, right? That you can feel the grief and move past it. That you can figure out, you know, what gives you energy in exchange in the material world, right? energy, money, matter and energy are the same thing. We know this. I don't know, Ronnie. I hope that was enough. It feels like you might have choices to make. I don't think it's maybe like choices in partner, but choices of like if you're going to pursue the relationship or not. I don't know. Because it seems like maybe they're far away. Adam / Kevin / Japanese person. Let's see. You don't have, you're single. Yes. But I'm telling you, that's what's coming. Which might mean, and maybe this is just my own limiting belief, you choose like how it lands with you. Maybe your next partner isn't the partner that we are dialing into. And that you'll find the partner after you have the sailing on from whoever it currently is. That you haven't met yet. Right. Not yet. Adam / Kevin / 33-year-old person. This is the card that came out. So, in this situation, it's like, it's a caution. This card to me is always something being given from the divine, but also big Archangel Michael vibes with the sword of truth, bro. So just remember that this space is like highly protected, and the space is held for people to have things revealed to them, and like what else do I want to say? Yes, that's what I saw, Ronnie, was that someone from far away. And maybe it's like someone who used to live near you, or the next big city over or something, and then went to go somewhere else and then come back. Who knows? I kind of feel like it's fun not to know. It's fun not to know how it happens, but also still being in the receiving place of like, when it happens, I'm ready. This is what I want. And the difference between those two statements, which I just saw in here, was the Empress on the left and the Five of Pentacles being lack on the right. So it's like one is from a place of needing something, and one is from a place of like, let's see what happens today kind of thing. Of course, I remember you, Barry. I'm glad you're back. And that's so awesome that you came back, because I know all of this is random, right? Like, we all never even knew each other until today. You ever have those like moments later when you look back in your life, you're like, oh yeah, that was really a pivotal moment. I made that change at some point or something. Yes. Is that good, Ronnie? It seems like it's what you really want. Because I saw this, and then I saw this. I feel like there's something more for you in here, Barry. You can't stay long though. That's okay. Skylar, thanks. I'm really grateful. It's not a wig. It's not a wig. And I think it took me like, I saw a picture of myself from like 2021, and I had like shoulder length hair, so it took me like 5 years to grow like that much more hair. I think what also helps is finally being, oh, thanks, Ronnie. Here's the thing, and I realize it kind of like separates the wheat and the chaff. That's all I'm gonna say. is that I like to have fun, be joyful, be thoughtful, be compassionate, be like present, right? Have fun, have a good time, right? Some people really don't like that because of two reasons that I've figured out so far. One, either they want to be that way and they've been told they can't be, and then they get angry at someone who's living that way because that's what they wanted. And the other one is people who are like really, really serious about life. And I know there are some serious things about life, but that's not in my dimension. I'm not in any way associated with that, and I would prefer not to be, so I just don't put any energy or thought there. It's okay, don't. That's hilarious. Very, thank you. Here's the weirdest thing. The more and more that I share and I uncover and I discover about myself, it's like remembering myself, because I'm not like teaching myself these things. It's almost like my higher self is like, oh, hey, do this, do that. And then things come out the way they're supposed to. And I think because I firmly believe that, that's why it's true. And guess what? You could do that too. Right? Like, my goal is to create this space to anchor in higher level energy right into the planet, because Lord knows we need more love. Do whatever I want. Yes. Yes. But many times my past experience was that I did what I want and then that wasn't acceptable. So it took me a long time to get back to that I can do whatever I want and I don't care what you think about it. I think the hardest part in that is when there's people that you've known a long time that you thought was very close to you, very important to you, maybe rejecting or not staying in the vibration with you so that you go one way and they stay. I don't know if my kids would say that. Me here as an adult free from responsibilities or obligations is, I think, different than who I am and was as a mom. But I did do some things that were very good, I feel. When they were growing up, I never baby talked to them. So I used like regular adult words. And when they were in grade school, all their teachers were like, their vocabulary. And I'm like, yes, because I taught them lots of crazy words. You've been scrolling on YouTube live stream and you came across this live, that's what this is meant to be, very. I don't always stream this time or this day or every day. So, and just know that one of the reasons I am here is I am supposed to be a way shower, right? Like, I'm someone who can maintain, embody this feeling of higher vibrational energies, right? And so coming here in spaces, people see it that maybe haven't seen that kind of thing before, and then that's like the first kind of seed planted, I guess. So no one says that. Yes, no one's like, my mom's so cool past the age of like 6. And probably not again then until like, I don't know, you have kids and then you're like, huh, yeah, what do you know, it was somewhere. An alarm is gonna go off and that's gonna call it, and I don't know when the alarm's gonna happen, which is great. We can all be surprised at the same time. Okay, little stacks here. Yep. So I don't know who this is for, but we see this one again. Stop looking back. Stop looking back. Stop looking back at situations, at people, right? The only way you're going to get to where you're going, well, watch where you're going and make that progress. Do all the steps, right? the horse is kind of standing still, and it feels like it's because these fields back here, they're plowed, but they need planted. Everything is done step in time, and you certainly don't plant fields in the middle of winter when they need to be planted in the spring. So that's why some of this feeling of the Knight of Pentacles is always kind of like slow and cyclical. And this is the next one, right? The slow and steady material progress, right? It's like you're ready to make that next step. You're starting to be ready, right? You've already kind of taken stock of things. It's like you know what you're supposed to do, but maybe you don't really want to be doing it, and really you just want it because you wanted other people to come along with you, or to also buy in and believe, people that were important to you, that you care about what they think about you. Barry. I don't even know how many times I stream a week. My goal is to always try to stream daily and like on the weekend, but I don't know. I know the important thing is I have to be in the space to hold the 5D, right? I can't come rolling in here with 3D problems. And sometimes there are. Sometimes I let things get in my way. Sometimes I choose not to. Sometimes I'm not convicted to do it, right? And so then I feel like, okay, it's not the time to. Besides, I like being a surprise, right? That's fun. You gotta make sure you subscribe, right? Otherwise, you will never know until you accidentally come across it again in the future. Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, like, I guess it's because we're like 12-hour time difference that I see. Well, and there are very, very many of you. Of course. And I love that. I've been, the last job I worked at, there was a lot of people on H-1B visas. So a lot of them were from India. And I already had, I know I say it wrong, I already had the Bhagavad Gita about Hinduism and the experience Arjuna had. So I'm reading that now too. I had it before, but now I'm reading that too. Because I think all works have something to teach us about ourselves, because we are just people. Oh, and the reason I got into it was that, oh my god, there's the alarm. Okay, it's time to go. Perfect time. I love this. We will talk about Kaliman next time, because girl, she roars through my life. People are like, you are Shiva, you are the Karma bearer. I'm like, yes I am, thank you very much. Bye.